My dosage for the steroid cream has reduced significantly. From going through one bottle every single 2 weeks, I managed to go through one bottle every single 26 weeks. So that is basically 13 times less medication that I am using while on the carnivore diet. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another Sunday Q&A. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today's question is with regard to my health while on the carnivore diet. This is part 3 of my 1-year carnivore diet review. I started the carnivore diet March 1st of last year, 2020, and now it's been just over 1 year. So with regard to today's video, I want to discuss how exactly the carnivore diet has affected my health. Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? Well, for those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis back in 2010. And in 2010, from when I was diagnosed to about 6 months later, which was around October of 2010, I was hospitalized on 3 separate occasions, each one lasting anywhere from 5 days to 10 days in the hospital. My weight went all the way down to 140 pounds, and it got pretty bad. Originally, when I started, I ended up finding that I got a lot of resolution with regard to symptomology when I did the paleo diet and keto diet, and I did experiment with the carnivore diet twice, once in January of 2013 and once in April of 2015. Those times were both for 2 months each. This was the first time that I ever did it for an entire year, so this is by far the longest I've ever done the carnivore diet, and in terms of the results, they have been absolutely phenomenal. Because my digestion issues, I have had absolutely 0 issues with digestion the entire year, and then aside from that, for those of you that have been following me, you know that I also have struggled with seborrheic dermatitis and also chronic sinusitis. A lot of people that do get diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, chronic sinusitis, and also seborrheic dermatitis are a couple of things that can come up with anybody that has ulcerative colitis. So for myself, I was on a few different medications. One of them was I was on a corticosteroid, a nasal spray to help with the chronic sinusitis, and then the other one I was on a steroid cream to help with the seborrheic dermatitis. I have the steroid cream right over here, and basically I ended up getting this one. The refill was on August 19th of 2020, and I just ended up finishing using this bottle on February 14th of 2021. So this bottle lasted me about 6 months. The reason I bring that up is because that is absolutely amazing for me. When I first got the seborrheic dermatitis, it was all over my body. I got this terrible rash. It was really bumpy, uncomfortable. I also got it all over my face. And as you can see right now, I don't have any issues with regard to the seborrheic dermatitis. Another thing with regard to the seborrheic dermatitis is because it was so widespread, I was going through this entire bottle every single 2 weeks. And this steroid cream right over here, it's not good because it thins out the skin. So the fact that I was going through this entire bottle every single 2 weeks was not very good. However, this one bottle, ever since starting carnivore, I've gone through 2 of these in an entire year. This one bottle here from August of 19th of 2020 all the way up until February 14th, that's pretty much 6 months that it took me to be able to use this, and I really don't even think I need it. I've been using just a little dab here and there, more as maintenance. Nothing has really popped up in the last 6 months to a year, but I've been continuing to use it just because I don't want it to repeat itself and come back. But overall, in terms of the actual dosage, my dosage for the steroid cream has reduced significantly. From going through one bottle every single 2 weeks, I managed to go through one bottle every single 26 weeks. So that is basically 13 times less medication that I am using while on the carnivore diet. And then in terms of the nasal spray, the corticosteroid spray that I've been using in my nostrils, I use Flonase, and when I was first diagnosed, when I first got the chronic sinusitis, I was doing 3 sprays in each nostril, morning and night, and sometimes I would even have to do it in the afternoon because I was so congested. Well, the last year, I have decreased my dose to just 1 spray in each nostril first thing in the morning, and then I'm not taking any dosages in the afternoon, and I'm not taking any at night. So from going from a minimum of 6 sprays in each nostril, so 12 sprays total, I have gone down to just 1 in each nostril. So I am using 6 times less corticosteroid sprays for my actual congestion. So overall, the amount of medication that I have been using over the course of the last year has decreased significantly. So just to recap, my ulcerative colitis, no issues with regard to digestion. The only times I do get issues with digestion is if I do something that I know I shouldn't. A few days ago, there were a couple days in a row where I went really heavy on the salt. And I know if I go really heavy on the salt, I do get a little bit of loose stool. So there was a day where I had a lot of salt on my top sirloin and a lot of salt on my chicken thighs, and I had a pretty good feeling the next day was not going to be that great. I was going to get some loose stool, but I got it. But again, it wasn't because of the carnivore diet. It was because I did something that I knew I really shouldn't have. But aside from that, within the last year, the only time I've ever really had any of those types of symptoms was when I would overdo it on the salt. But my digestion has been phenomenal the last year. My sinusitis, my nose is clearer than it's been since before I was diagnosed. My skin is as clear as it's been since I've been diagnosed. So my seborrheic dermatitis has gone away. My chronic sinusitis is almost non-existent. And my digestion issues have pretty much completely gone away. So I'm incredibly happy with everything that's happened with me over the course of the last year in terms of my health. And then aside from just my health in terms of my digestion and all that other stuff, also I haven't had a single injury throughout the entire last year. Usually every single year, I tend to push myself quite hard in my workouts, and when you push yourself to your limits, you will get these little nagging injuries. Nothing major, but just little aches and pains here and there. My joints have felt phenomenal the last year. I haven't had any major injuries at all. The most that I'll get is a little bit of post-workout soreness, but that's about it. I don't get any actual injuries in terms of my actual workout. So this last year has been terrific all around in terms of my health. So I'm really, really happy with the results. And that is pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.